Good afternoon, everyone. This is a tour of the Allure of the Seas front-facing ocean view room, Deck 8, Cabin 506. Now first, that's just a little homemade decoration that my friends and I put together before the cruise. It's not something that you can get on the ship. Alright, here we are. Now, this is a front-facing ocean view room, which means it's literally at the front of the ship. You can't get any more forward. And it's all the way at the end of the hallway. And this particular room is in the center kind of cluster of the ship. So, it's a lovely room. I happen to love it. Now, features-wise, the room is exactly the same as every other ocean view room. It's got the same bed, the same TV, the same closet. But there is one key difference, which is that the window, first of all, is an extra large window. But second of all, the window has this kind of bizarre angled living space extension thing. Now, there's advantages to this and disadvantages. The main advantage is extra room. Technically, the room is slightly larger, but, I mean, very slight. But it's not really like a living space because the problem is you can't really stand up in there. If you try to get too close, you're going to bang your head against the window because it's like right there. This is good, but it's really just kind of a storage space. What I did is I shoved my suitcase there because that way I have a lot of extra closet space and the suitcase doesn't get in the way, when they're vacuuming or, they're cleaning the room. It doesn't get in their way. They don't have to touch anything. The other thing I did is this little coffee table that normally is right next to the bed, I just shoved it here because really I wasn't using it. And again, it's just one less thing for the cabin steward to have to think about. They just, ignore that little space. Now, the disadvantages to this is that the room does get warmer than other rooms on the ship. Now, right now the curtains are completely wide open because it's pouring rain outside and it's kind of dark and miserable, so you don't have to worry about the sunshine. But on sunny days, you end up keeping the curtains closed because what happens is that with such a large window, and because the ship gets a lot of direct sunshine, especially on the front of the ship, the room does get warmer. The UV rays radiate in, and it does heat the room about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than like when you step out into the hallway. So, to be honest with you, although technically it's an ocean view room, half the time I spend keeping the curtains closed just because I don't want the air conditioning to suffer. How you do that is there is this, typical rope here, and it just pulls the curtains across. Nice and simple. At nighttime, these curtains are really nice because they're really heavy and it keeps things nice and dark. You can't see anything from the outside. Looking back at the room, well, it's just a typical outdoor ocean view room of the Allure of the Seas. You got your couch. You got your nice 32-inch television there. You got all the same drawers. This particular room has a mini fridge. I'm not sure about some of the other category rooms, but this one does. There's also a lot of shelf space and a lot of extra cabinets and drawers. Cabin 8506 is an adjoining neighboring room. Luckily, on this particular ship, I got lucky. I don't have any neighbors, so yay! Closets. Very nice. I have to say that this particular room has a lot of closet space. Now, a little bit of background. I'm traveling alone in this room. I'm traveling with friends who are in other rooms, but they all booked separate rooms, and I'm here in my own room, which, it depends on your opinion, but one could argue that I got a better upgrade because they just have a standard ocean view room. But that's your opinion. Now, The Allure of the Seas has a cool feature in the closets, which is that it has a catch. So if you try to slam the door, it will hold it in place. No more of those annoying, like 3 a.m., the ship's rocking and the doors just slide open. No, that doesn't happen here on this closet, which I love. The bathroom, well, I've been on a lot of cruises over the years, and I have to say this is one of the larger bathrooms I've been in. I don't know if it's just because I'm in cabin 8506, but it seems to be wider. Not necessarily like a bigger toilet or a bigger sink or anything, but it's just the physical space has a larger, you can stand up easily, and it's very convenient, I have to say. Sometimes I've been on these older ships and they're tiny little hole in the walls, and horrible. Well, there you go. I mean, there's not much more to say. It's got all the same standard features as every other room on the Allure of the Seas. So, there you are. Have fun.